Welcome to Deep Thought. Some things are what they are. And I'm gonna tell you what. You can say some things are what they are, it is what it is, whatever. Some things you just have to accept that that's the situation. That's how the thing is. A lot of times people will see something and think there's some deeper meaning. Some stuff does, some stuff doesn't. I remember like one of my favorite running backs in the NFL is Marshawn Lynch. Cause dude just said what was on his mind, and when he went to beast mode running, he just run through people. He didn't care. He ran violently. All right, so one of my favorite running backs. And especially when he did interviews, I remember he was doing an interview for, I think it was 60 Minute Sports or something like that. And he was talking about if you just run through somebody over and over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, over and over. And he said it just like that, right? And so the interviewer was like, well, is there a deeper meaning behind all of that? And Marshawn was just like, run through a motherfucker's face. Something like that, right? I was just like, yeah, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that, you was just like, just run through a motherfucker's face. It is what it is. That's just what it was. See, that's one thing. As you go through life, yeah, some stuff has a deeper meaning behind it. A lot of things do. But some stuff is, what you see is what you get. Like somebody might see, like say a man sees a woman, right? Man sees a woman and she acting bitchy and mean and all of that. And some guys might be like, well, damn, it's why she like that? I don't know. It might be some deeper meaning, something happened in her past, or it could be she's just that way. I remember I was at an event. It was at someone's house. It was like a homeschooling thing. Me and my co-parent used to homeschool our children when they were young, very young. Used to homeschool them, and we were at this event, and there was this evil little child there who was like 8 years old, who was just evil. Everybody acknowledged that she was just evil. And they trying to figure out why. I was like, maybe she just an evil little child. She was. She was hitting my sons with balloons and everything, and I was like, no, she just evil. They were laughing about it, so I ain't worried about it, but I was like, yeah, probably won't have a play date with that child, because that child's evil. The adults realized that. Right? I don't know no telling what that child's doing now. Some people just like that, Some things are what they are. It's like one of the things you want to do as you acquire knowledge is know, okay, there's something deeper there. It's like, no, that's just their personality, or that's just a situation, or something like that. That's one thing, but you do have to discern. Because, yeah, it might be something deeper with any situation, and it usually is. It's usually something that you're not seeing. Or it could just be, it just happened. It is what it is. Some things are what they are. And that's very important. And it takes some discernment. You got to look at something with a third eye. And what I mean, I know some metaphysicians are familiar with that. But all it is you just looking at the deeper aspect of it. You getting past the surface. And sometimes there ain't no surface to get behind. That's how they are. That's how that person is. That's what that situation is. Sometimes. Now, sometimes there's some deeper stuff. But see, that's why you gain knowledge. That's why you gain experience, so you know what you're looking at. And that's very important. That's very important, because some things... And I'm sharing that because sometimes people worry about something, and it's like, it ain't that deep. Even sometimes people have thought something I was saying on some of these videos, there was something behind it. I was like, no, ain't nothing behind it, or I ain't saying something. Oh, no, here's what it is. It'll be some people thinking I'm talking about somebody, or I'm saying this because or something. I was like, no, I'm saying it because I'm saying it. It's just that I ain't, they bringing up names or content creators I'm not even thinking about, and some I hadn't even heard about. Like, oh yeah, you must be talking about this because of this. No, I'm talking about it because I needed something to talk about for this particular video. All my videos ain't that deep, yo. I don't care on any of my channels. Sometimes I'm like inspired to talk about something. Sometimes I just need space fillers, okay? It just is what it is. You know, ironically, some of my most popular videos on any of my channels are space filler videos. It wasn't deep. It was just something to talk about, you know? I ain't talking about somebody in particular. People be trying to find some meaning or something. It's like, no. We talked about it. I needed to fill the space. You know? It ain't that deep. And see, you gotta understand that sometimes people will look at stuff and they'll try to find a deeper meaning for it. It ain't always there. Don't look for it. Unless you see some clue that there is a deeper meaning, don't make any assumptions. Don't feel like somebody's talking about something or doing something. Sometimes that's just in their personality. You know? Sometimes they ain't thinking about it, or they trying to find a meaning beyond it. Like, oh, you must be talking about this person. No, I'm not. I'm talking about it in general. I've got a lot of that. You like on any of my channels, if I'm talking about something, I was just moved to talk about it. I would say it's it's few times when I'm addressing somebody else's stuff, and even then it's never a particular person. If I address something and you can apply it to some other people, that means you can apply it to more people. I talk in general. I don't call names. Very rare. Very rare. And if I do say it's a person, I ain't gonna call their name. Yeah, mainly because, you know, people can like get your stuff like knocked out or something. So it's like, I ain't call your name. But even then, sometimes it might not be that. Sometimes I'm just addressing something for something to do. Like sometimes when I'm doing car videos on my main channel, now they're very popular, but they ain't always deep. Sometimes it was just, I felt like shooting the breeze about something, felt like talking about something. Ain't a deep reason. See, here's the thing. When you look at something, if there is a deep reason, and you know it's important for whatever endeavor that you in, yeah, definitely you want to look deeper, you want to dig deeper. But sometimes people, they in some mode where they're thinking in gossip terms or something, and it ain't that deep. Sometimes you're just talking, you know. Sometimes it's just a particular issue to talk about at that particular moment. It ain't that deep, you know. It ain't that deep. And you know, sometimes you see people, situations, they ain't that deep. They are what they are. They acting even rotten. That's just who they are. You know? That's just who they are. That's just their nature. All right? You know, that's what they do. You know, you don't have to think about it too much. It's just like, oh, okay. If it bothers you, just move on. You don't have to solve the issue, even if there is something deeper there. If it's a person or a situation that bothers you, you don't have to be there or be around that person. Just be like, okay, bye. But, you know, it is what it is. Some things are what they are. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.